Boy, oh boy, the scoring has come back for the Miami Heat, man. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez. Show. Might hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of our show, Natalie Lopez, attorney at law. When life hits hard, the law firm of Natalie Lopez hits back harder. She practices in the areas of criminal defense and family law. You can reach her at 954-888-8833. That's 954-888-8833. And follow her on Instagram at NAT. That's NAT.guilty. NAT.guilty. She will fight for you. She's based in Fort Lauderdale, covers the entire state of Florida. So give her a call today if you have needs in those areas of law. And of course, thank you, Natalie, for your continued support of our show. Let's jump in right here. Miami Heat are 147-123 winners over the Denver Nuggets tonight. I'll tell you, man, you see a different team out there when you don't have Tyler Hero on that court. I'm telling you right now. And Bam Adebayo did return to the lineup tonight. He was decent, but once again, you have performances from everyone all over the floor. You have it's like win by committee type of deal. Norman Powell leads Miami with 25 points on 9 of 16. He also has 4 assists, and Khalil Ware goes for 19 points, 8 of 12. This is in 24 minutes of play. He also has 9 rebounds, and yeah, that's what he did. 8 of 12. Bam Adebayo goes 21 minutes, 13 points, and 10 boards. Andrew Wiggins, 19 points, 6 of 10, 6 assists, 5 boards, 3 steals. Very complete game. Davion Mitchell, 10 points, 9 assists. Then you off the bench, you have a trifecta of guys. Jaime Jaquez goes for 20, 8 of 11 shooting, 11 assists off the bench. Insane. Nikola Jovic goes for 22, 7 of 12. Looks like Jovic has found his stroke again, found his mojo again, found his manhood again. 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and Drew Smith goes for 11 points. The bench won this game for the Miami Heat, but man, this game was Miami had to a great start with 41 points in the first quarter. Finished the game third quarter 47 points. Now we Nikola Jokic was piecing the Miami Heat up in the first half. Saw a post earlier today about how when Bam Adebayo guards Nikola Jokic, like he actually does something, which is completely ridiculous. I mean, Nikola Jokic is the most unstoppable player in the NBA. I mean, you cannot stop him. It's a matter of if he just misses or makes. And in this game, he had 21 points, 9 of 14 from the field, 8 assists, and 5 boards. This was at halftime, people. And he got hurt right before the half ended. He looked to hyperextend his knee. Don't know what the situation is for him as far as his prognosis for coming up games for Denver. But obviously, it was a shitty situation for him. You don't ever want to see anyone go down with an injury. And he ended up being their leading scorer at 21 points. Jamal Murray could not carry the load. He finished with 20. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 16. Spencer Jones had 16. Peyton Watson had 11. Bruce Brown, 15 off the bench. Aaron Gordon not playing. Aaron Gordon is actually the guy who always seems to give the Miami Heat problems because of his size and athleticism. We never seem to have a matchup situation for him. The Miami Heat shot 54% from the field, 48% from 3, which is ridiculous. 22 3-point shots, 22 of 46. I mean, played an all around like elite level offensive performance once again. And again, this is a situation where you got a team that's sitting here. They out rebounded Denver by 10, and a team that basically is free flowing when Tyler Hero is not on the floor. Scored 47 points in this third quarter, outscored Denver by 24 in the second half. Now, one might say, if Jokic had finished the second half, I mean, I don't know. We'll never know. But when you score 47 and 37, that means they scored 84 points in the second half. I don't know that that's a Jokic situation. And I mean, obviously, I think the game probably ends up closer if he does continue to play. But when you put up 147 points, you're not typically going to lose. And Pele Larson, who seemed to be the X factor to Miami winning games, I mean, he only had 3 points today. But of course, he played, and therefore they won. Whenever he plays, the Miami Heat seem to win. And he played again and they won again. And even though he didn't have a major impact on the stat line, hey, man, he might be the lucky charm, but no Tyler Hero again. Once again, his toe bothers him. And I'm really, really nervous and truly concerned about if he does come back and what the Miami Heat does and what Eric Spoelstra does, because don't want to mess this up again. Miami's jumped up to 18 and 15. They're moving back up the standings, and obviously that's important. They're now back into they're number 6, tied with the Magic at 18 and 15. But the Magic, I think, have beaten them twice, at least twice, maybe 3 times, something like that. But you being in the 6 seed, you're only 2 games out of the 3 seed. That's how tight this thing is, and so it's nice to get back into that number 6 seed, so you're not in a play-in situation. But again, we have a long season ahead of us. However, you don't want to see them revert back to not being able to put the ball in the basket. I mean, the last 3 games, 126, 142, 147. Like this, the gunning is coming back, and they're figuring it out again. I just don't want to see Tyler Hero put back in this lineup, man. And if you bring him back, he has to come off the bench. Like, we have to stop forcing him into this lineup and forcing him to be the guy. Bring him off the bench. Have him team up with Jaime Jaquez back there. I mean, what you can't have happen is you cannot continue to damage. You cannot afford to damage Jaime Jaquez, who's once again seemingly becoming the Miami Heat's best player, best finisher on the basket. I mean, just the guy that seems to do everything. You look over the last few games with Jaime Jaquez, man, he's balled out, man. This is what he was doing earlier this year before Hero came in, and now he's finally finding it again, back up over 16 points per game. Last 3 games, this man's gone for 20, 20 and 8. Tonight 20, 11 and 3. Saturday 28, 3 and 6, and on Friday 16, 3 and 5. His offense has found itself again. Last week, shooting over 72% from the field. It's like it just seems so simple, but yet so complicated. And I want it to not be complicated. I want it to be a simple solution, simple reaction, and don't force a square peg into a round hole. I stand on the way I feel. I think you should trade both Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. But if you're not going to do that, you have to actually incorporate them properly. Bam and Khalil Ware should start. Like, if Tyler Hero comes back and they move Khalil Ware back to the bench, I think I might absolutely lose it. Like, I may lose it. Tonight they started Wiggins, Adebayo, Ware, Powell, and Mitchell. If you put Hero back in the starting lineup, bro, and you move Ware back to the bench, I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. I don't want to see that anymore. You got 4 guys playing 15 plus minutes off the bench. Tyler Hero, obviously, if he comes in and he balls out, like, you're not gonna take him out of the game, but I'm not gonna put him in there for the sake of destroying other players coming off of the bench and force feeding this guy into the lineup and watching him stop the ball and negatively impact ball movement. So that's the way I stand on it, man. But Miami Heat, man, they have returned. They have figured out that how to score again, which is wonderful. They play the Detroit Pistons on January 1st, so they have a couple of days off before traveling to Detroit on New Year's Day. Detroit Pistons are the number 1 seed in the East, 24 and 8. Duncan Robinson is a member of their team, and we would like to get some win over Duncan Robinson. They did play once this year. The Detroit Pistons won 138, 135, and that was one of the games where Hero played, and we were getting blown out of this game, if you recall properly. We actually were getting blown out in that game and came back in the fourth quarter to make it a game. But y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you see the game? What was impressive to you? What did you like from the team? And obviously, how do you feel about the Hero situation with him not playing and them winning and them scoring like again? Leave your thoughts in the comments, man. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please do subscribe and ring the bell. Let me know your thoughts. Like the video. I appreciate y'all. This is Heat Unfiltered, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.